Show. Hope you guys are all doing well. Coming into this live stream and these absolutely free live streams that I provide to you. Please make sure you are subscribed to this channel first off. Hit that big red subscribe button next to the title and also ring that notification bell if you want to know whenever I put out these live streams, which I often do on this channel before 1:30 a.m. EST. Anytime after that, generally will not be putting out live streams just so that way you guys know when I will put one out or not. I mean, maybe one of those days I'll surprise you guys. Still have not done anything after 1:30 a.m. EST for starters yet. And also don't forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Really help support the channel. And then that way we can bring in more engagement, more people to the channel and join us on these live streams. Hey, Mukbang. Hey, Lucy. I have COVID-2 tested positive 5 days ago. Yeah, I had symptoms now for, I guess now I know there's symptoms of it, since the 27th. So that marks me a whole week. A whole week. And now, obviously, I'm good enough to do live streams. I've actually been doing live streams. So if you look back at all my videos on this channel and the main channel, I've taken off 2 days since the 27th. So I think I was off on the 30th and then I took a break yesterday. So really just 2 days. And honestly, if I really wanted to, I could have still pulled through with live streams. Like I'm full functioning, except I just didn't feel the greatest on the 30th. And then yesterday, I think I was just lazy. But yeah, that's it. At least the good news is, I mean, I just try to always be positive through everything. So even though it really, really sucks, I'm not going to say it's peachy. It's not peachy. I think when I talk, it just sounds like, oh, like I don't care. Everything's fine. But no, this really does suck to have it. And I think really just the worst part for me is having no taste and smell. That's the worst of it. But I realize that saying is just so horrible. I don't have taste and smell. It's not as bad as the people who were hooked to a ventilator, first off, or the people who actually passed away. So compared to those people, yes, I know I am lucky to just have lost my taste and smell. Um, so I am still grateful at the end of the day. My New Year's resolution was supposed to practice gratefulness. So I'm going to try my best, even through really crappy, crappy times like this. Thank you, F YouTube 10.5. Thank you so much for the super chat. At least it's a less deadly variant. Love you, Lucy. Thank you. And but the thing is, you know what sucks? It really blows my mind that we don't get told which variant we have, right? Like, as you go and do PCR tests, you go and do rapid antigen, and then when you're positive, nobody tells you what strain you actually have. That's the part that annoys me because you go online, you search, and then they'll show you all these different symptoms that you're supposed to commonly have if you have this variant, and this variant, and this variant. And then yet when you get tested positive, at least I don't know about China or Korea or whatever, but I know in America, along with Canada, everyone that I've ever known who've gotten tested positive, you don't get told you're positive with what variant. And the only explanation I can come up with of why I think they're not doing this, and again, don't take anything on my channel as financial, tax, health, life advice of any sort. Consult a professional, consult a doctor if you need to for health. But out of my imagination, I'm just going to assume that maybe they're not telling us which strain we have, because what if you are told you have A, B, or C, and then one day somebody gets something that's neither A, B, or C? Then what you're going to freak out people. And I feel like part of what the healthcare sector and what the government really wants to do at the end of the day is to prevent a freak out session from the whole world. So if there was something that's unknown, that's something for them to know and they wouldn't let you know. That's just my personal opinion on why I personally think that we don't know who's gotten what, right? Because if you're already told, for example, everyone thinks right now I have Omicron because that's the latest wave, because that's what we're told is the most contagious. That's what we're told is taking over all new cases. However, when I just looked recently on what are the symptoms for Omicron, and losing taste and smell is not one of them. Last time I checked, losing taste and smell is not one of them. I actually don't have, aside from congested nose, which I believe is one of them, I don't have any of the symptoms. Like I don't have fatigue. I don't have fever, which is related to previous variants as well. I really don't have anything this whole entire time, truthfully, except for a major congested nose, and one day of a runny nose. What else here? And some chills, hot, cold feeling, but that's not even so intense to the point where I had a fever because I kept on checking for fevers this whole entire time. So really the only main factor for me that sucks the most personally is losing sense of taste and smell. Uh, yes, I do. Gundam Exia 88. For more information on that one, I made a whole video on my main channel, Living with Lucy. So if you are not following me or not subscribed to my main channel under my health and fitness playlist, I put a video there for my entire experience along with various other experiences that I've been told from people I know. So real stories. If you want to go and check that out, video is up there on the main channel. Hi Ken Bussy. Hi Fan and Lucy. I don't have any symptoms. I only have sore throat for a day or two. Oh, that's really good, Mukbang. Everybody reacts differently. A little bit of the stuff you know is not as bad for me, thankfully. I'm sure she doesn't have the Omicron. You don't lose your taste or smell on the Omicron, Mukbang. Eating show says. So on what I've been reading, is they're not saying that it's impossible, but very uncommon in the new strain. But again, since nobody I know that's positive even really knows which variant they have, it's I don't really I don't really care about any variants anymore to me. I just see people reacting all very differently once they just end up being positive, period. So I just like to take in information for what I know. So from what I see, and what I've gathered from personal experiences and experiences of friends and close family, I can see that whoever is tested positive when they go and get tested and contract it, just all very, very different reactions that aren't necessarily what you see online, right? Like for example, my leg spasm thing. I had this weird leg spring tension feeling, and I actually spoke to more people and somebody else had the same thing, but you don't really hear on the news that that's one of the side effects, this weird like, and it was the same leg too. Somebody had the same left leg, back of the leg spasm strained feeling, which is so weird. Thank you F YouTube, thanks for the super chat. Last SC, are you investing in NFTs at this year? Gray boys, am I investing in NFTs this year? You like 2022? Um, I honestly think it would be a miracle if I did. That would mean I, first off, made a lot of money, realized, and kept those buying power. Have excessive amount of money like that. I would have to, under the way I see it, like the way my standards are for before I invest in NFTs, actually also metaverse land related. So I wouldn't get any metaverse land or NFTs. I would rather get metaverse land over NFTs. But if I had to, for both, I would definitely do it with excess money. So, which I don't have. I don't have any excess of money. The only thing I have is $300 um, in my trading accounts in terms of my Robinhood app, and that's it. And that's from selling call options on my Neo, which I will continue to do. But that's pretty much it. That's not enough to buy. Last time I checked, a nice NFT. And if I were to buy NFTs, I would only buy a brand name one, if you know what I mean. I consider everything NFT not valuable in my opinion unless it's like a brand one, like ones that influencers and celebrities are already shilling. I don't see value in stuff that, I just go and scroll around and try to find the next crypto punk or something. I don't have faith in myself personally that I could find the next crypto punk. So I would not be daring and YOLO all my money into a cheap NFT in hopes that it would go to the moon. I just definitely wouldn't do that to myself. But again, no financial advice. You do you, buy all the NFTs and all the crypto you want in the world. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Lucy. I'm glad you're not feeling too happy. No, 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 no. Not that I have. I did feel bad a couple days prior because technically I've felt weird, not 100% since the 27th. But it's like on and off, and it's not like something I was like, oh my God, I must have it. So now I know. But it really wasn't the worst thing I've experienced. I feel like getting my wisdom teeth removed was the worst experience of my life. And then this one's up there and starting today because I can't taste and smell. But getting my wisdom teeth removed, and then I was dumb enough to not want to take I think it was Tylenol 3 that my doctor provided me. Afterwards, I was like, I can handle this. I don't need any medicine. And then I cried because it was so painful. I think it was, no, it was here. I was removed the top wisdom tooth and the bottom one, and for the bottom one they had to cut through my gums to get it out because it was like partially out, I think. And because they cut it through, they had to sew it together, so the pain was just like amplified. That was the worst experience of my life, still to this day that I know of, but it was like a one dayer. Tara, hi. Thanks for pointing out the flaws, Pamela says. Oh, at Pamela, Tara says, thanks for pointing out the flaws. Is Omicron a coin yet? LOL. It's already one the last time I checked. Yeah. Mm, um, all of these variants are named after like the Greek alphabet or whatever, and Omicron and then Delta, Alpha, Pi is the next one, and it's already out there. Yes, people are ahead of that. um, hold on. Hold on. I would recommend NFT World and Gray Boys, F YouTube says, but be careful. I've got scammed and lost $3,000 to $4,000 out of pocket, which turned into 15,000. Sad. Oh no. Ugh. Yeah, I definitely have not been scammed as of yet in terms of crypto investments, any crypto investments. I don't have any NFT investments. Made my own NFTs, and that's about it for experience. Lucy, I will pray for you. Me and Jesus got a connection. Thanks, Ken. I'll I'm sure I'll be all right with those connections that you've got. Do you have a football team, Lucy? No, I don't. Do I look like I would have a football team? Nah, not rich enough. I feel like if I was rich enough to purchase a football team, I would have like probably opened up some type of a dessert shop prior to that, and rather open up a dessert shop, like my own boba shop or something like that. I don't know, something I find more interest in. I Tara, who is Tara? Dawn's asking. I don't know anymore because people change their names in terms of who I make into mods. And if their names change, I don't know who's who anymore. But let's all be nice. Everyone, I had my top wisdom teeth out last year, Kaloon says, and I had to take ibuprofen for consistently for a week straight. Yeah, ibuprofen is usually provided to people who get their wisdom teeth removed. There's another name for it. I think again, don't quote me on any medical stuff, but I think it's Motrin. It's called Motrin, and it has ibuprofen inside Motrin, right? There's ibuprofen in Motrin. I've taken Motrin for headaches before. Yeah, wisdom teeth is horrible. Lucy, unmod Tara, please. Yeah, okay, I will. I don't know how that person is mod, but I could do that. Hold on, give me 1 second. I mean, whoever you can try to earn whoever you are, earn your mod privileges back. Remove. There we go. There we go. LOL, respect each other and be chat clear. Hi, JV Love. Anyways, guys, let's talk about what I originally want to talk about in the title. Arcane. So I finally watched it. I actually just binged the whole thing. I binged the whole entire thing through one day. Arcane is so good. I like it, but not gonna lie, in the beginning, the first episode, I was like, it was kind of hard for me to connect with. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I heard it's steampunk, like everything's more like steampunk or whatever. And I couldn't really connect with it in the first, like, I would say 30 minutes or like around basically the first episode. I was like, it's like, what's happening? Everything's so new. I don't understand. Because you guys know I've only played League of Legends like once or twice in my entire life. Not a huge gamer. I thought League of Legends was more fun than World of Warcraft, but I never even played with like Jinx or whatever, any of those characters. And there's like, I don't know, there's like hundreds of characters or whatever, right? So either way, Arcane, I couldn't really connect with it in the beginning. So I was just getting confused, but then I kept on watching and I got hooked. So I thought I would like maybe leave a while and then watch it again and like next couple of days try it again. But the more I watched, the more I wanted to know like what happens to the future. So I just ended up staying up till like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. And then I ended up finishing the entire thing. I would say this is something that, especially if you're not a gamer and you've never really played League of Legends, you're like confused like I am, like what the heck is going on? You might be slower for you to enjoy. But I definitely thought it was really good. I honestly would rate Arcane like 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for a new TV show on Netflix. Really liked it. Is that you, Fung, though? Actually, Fung, why did you change your name? Sorry, but I know. Well, Tara or Fung. No, yeah, don't, no banning, no banning. Uh, giving a chance in case it's you. I like the show. I like the show. The 100. Larry says. Um, hold on. So did you guys end up watching Arcane? Anybody? Anyone enjoy Arcane as much as I did? I feel like I like the drawing a lot. Like I like the character Jinx the most. I know she's like the craziest one, but I felt like she's my favorite character out of all of them. And I was talking to my SO about it because he plays League of Legends. And I'm like, I don't understand. I still like even after you watch it though, you won't really know how this really connects with League of Legends if you don't play it. So I was asking him because he plays League of Legends. I was like, if like these characters are they all from League of Legends? And he says most of them are from League of Legends, but I was like, would you know that this is a storyline if you play League of Legends? And he's like, not necessarily, because when you play the game, I guess when you play League of Legends you have many characters to choose from, and then this group of characters are all like I guess similar and like connected. That's why they put it maybe into a show, I don't know. um but in terms of like characters that are on League of Legends, there's just so many. And I mean, even after watching, I feel like after watching this though, I want to play League of Legends more than ever. Because now that I have this connection with the characters. Whereas if I play the game, I'm not sure if I really wouldn't want to watch it. Oh, thank you, Tara. Bo. 469. Thank you for the sticker. You're number one. Thanks. Good to have you in here, Tara or Fung. It's been a while. Hope everything's well with you, and happy new year. I hope you will get well soon. Oscar says, yeah, pray for me. I just want my taste buds back. I really don't care. Like at this point, I would rather be miserable and not be able to eat because my throat hurts so bad and have whooping cough for like 7 days straight, which is also some symptoms I've heard from people I know. I would trade that any day than to not be able to taste and smell. Like I am drinking a passion fruit honey drink right now, and it just tastes like nothing. And it's weird because I can't really say nothing because I was having dinner tonight and I had salmon, and it's like soy sauce with salmon and like sugar, and I could like, and congee, so I had like rice, right? So I could taste that the rice doesn't taste like anything as per usual, and then I would be able to taste the difference between eating rice versus having salmon. So the salmon would taste like sweet and salty-ish. I could taste the sweet and saltiness, but I couldn't really taste that it's salmon. So it's just like you no longer know what you're eating anymore, but you, at least for me, I don't know what I'm eating anymore. If I close my eyes, I was blindfolded, I wouldn't know what I was eating, but I could still taste the sweet and saltiness in food. So if you're having rice or just having like water, I wouldn't be able to taste anything because those usually don't have taste. And then I tried it with dark chocolate just to see what I would feel. Oh my goodness, it was disgusting. I almost had to like, I think it almost felt like throwing up because I just wanted to try like a piece of dark chocolate to see what it would taste like, because coffee still tastes, I just tried coffee and it was like doesn't taste good, but I feel like I could still sort of taste like it was coffee. But then chocolate just tasted like cardboard. I had like an 85% dark chocolate and it just tasted like cardboard, to the point where I actually felt like I was gonna throw up if I had any more, because it was just weird. And that's, yeah, it's more wacky than like, I don't know, congee just also tastes like nothing. It's like just rice, like porridge. And I kept having that and it didn't bother me. But then so for some reason, like dark chocolate was just like, oh. Good. Gin tastes good with Italian lemon. When I was a freshman in college, I met these dudes from South Korea who played League of Legends every waking moment when they weren't studying or in class. It was absurd. Um, yeah, I mean, I like don't have any close friends who play all the time, but I have seen there's this yeah, I've seen people, friends of friends, who just at every waking moment would be playing those games, and then just like it's exactly what you stereotypically picture as like what do they call it? Weeboo? Is it weeboo or like just geeks and nerds that are just on their computer all the time and constantly playing games like either World of Warcraft, Call of Duty, I don't know, League of Legends, and then there's like snacks everywhere. I've literally seen that. And yes, I've seen like specifically South Koreans doing that as well. So again, I don't think it's just like per culture, like that's what people are doing. Obviously, League of Legends is huge. People play it all over the world. I think it's just like a very addictive game, period. League of Legends, World of Warcraft, no more people playing those than anything else. I mean, just imagine, right? Like, imagine the sandbox and like Decentraland getting as big as those games. That would be insane. But I feel like people should play the like in the future, I would expect people to play games, play to earn, more so than like League of Legends because of the incentive that people would get from playing those games. Like, I would probably play League of Legends a couple hours a day if I was told the graphics are the way it is and you get to kind of make these games more popular by putting out these shows. So because my SO told me, who plays League of Legends, that the Arcane characters are just a couple characters that you see from League of Legends, but there's so many other characters you don't see that have their own TV show. I think with the success of what Netflix just did, I mean, this is rated just on Google like 100% Rotten Tomatoes, 9.2 out of 10 on IMDb. Like, if this is the rating that you get for Arcane, I wouldn't be shocked due to the success that in the future you see more games come out with like TV shows. And this will propel more people to play the game and then more people watch the show and then the whole circle just kind of goes round and round. So, yeah. And if I was told I could earn money doing it, I would definitely play. Because I just don't really want to play sandbox and like Sandbox and Mana definitely like to me personally, I don't think the graphics are good at all in comparison to like even Axie Infinity looks more cute and looks better, to be honest. Good night, all Saint Mass this weekend. Shinja rolls. Take care, Kanbasi. Um, the skins you buy on League of Legends are NFTs in a sense, Don says. Let me think about that. So you're saying like if you buy like skins as in like maybe a certain equipment or whatever for your characters, or like maybe like a certain hat or like an armor for your characters are sort of like NFTs. Can you I guess you could. You could. There is value in League of Legends in the sense I actually know someone that told me they sold, this is like a decade ago, sold their account. So sold either their World of Warcraft or League of Legends. I mix those two up all the time. But they sold their account for money because they were so good at playing the game. They were South Korean. I mean, not to be racist or whatever, but it is what it is. I think I do know more South Koreans that are just honestly amazing at gaming than other races that I know. But whatever. The person that I know is Korean and South Korean and sold their account basically because they were so good at playing the game. They made a lot of money off of selling their account. I think it was well over like $10,000. Yeah, well over $10,000 that they earned from selling an account that they had when they got to a certain level. Because a lot of people just they're lazy. They don't care. They just want to show off to their friends at school or whatever that they have this awesome account with all the gadgets and whatever. So, and I guess if you're good, it doesn't matter what. You can always find a way to make money, even though initially the game is not like a play to earn type of game that we see right now. But I do have faith that a lot of the games that we maybe see now could dive into that, because why not? I mean, would I want to play Mario Party with my friends and then actually earn real bucks on that? Yes, if Nintendo ever decides to. Like, the more, because you know how when you play like Mario Party, you can earn, I think, I don't know if they do it anymore, but I remember at one point you could earn, I don't know if it was coins or something, but you can earn stuff, and then the more points you have, you can break out into more mini games, I think, something like that. Or even if you can't, I think that would be something to look like into for different games. Like, the more you play, the more points you have, and with, instead of those points like allowing you to play more games, that would be really cool if you get the points and then just swap it for money. Or you could get these like new characters, right? Break out new characters into your Mario Party map, and then you can sell your entire account with like 1,000 characters inside. That would be bomb. Uh, Hi there. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Jeff. Really appreciate it. I honestly am 100%. If anyone's worried for me, do not be. Um, I'm not worried because I could feel like I'm 100% full function. I wouldn't be doing YouTube videos if I wasn't full functioning. I'm totally good. And the only thing bad is that I can't really taste, but that's about it. Just pray for me. Check in with me a month from now. I'm hoping that worst case scenario by February 2nd, um, as stated online, 90% of the people do get their taste back likely within 4 weeks. So I'm hoping that latest within 4 weeks, I will get my taste back. But apparently, Graham Stephan got it back sooner than that. So hope that I get it back in a few days. It's not like I can't taste anything, like I said. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's just very, very muted to the point that everything tastes like nothing, but I can still taste something. It's so wait, League of Legends sucks now, but I still play MD. That's true addiction right there. Oh, this game sucks, but I'm still gonna play. I don't think I've said that about anything. 10,000 vitamin D3. It's winter. It has to be laser dosage. The sun is less stronger, the real tech geek says. Hmm. Yeah, I've not been getting a lot of sun because where I'm at, it hasn't been very sunny. And I've been waking up very late, so it's really doesn't help. But I've been taking, yes, lots of vitamin. I have vitamin packets. So those 1,000 mg vitamin packets, I have that as well. Uh, Hold on. But you know what? Okay, you know what I was thinking today though, right? That crossed my mind about like COVID, loss of taste and stuff. You know those challenges that you see online where people have like the ghost pepper challenge and they eat the spiciest things? What if those people just actually have some type of a deficiency, or due to COVID, they like lost their taste and smell forever? Because we know there are people who lose their taste and smell forever. So what if those are the people who either due to COVID or some other illness actually just lost their taste and smell forever? But you watch them on YouTube and you're like, oh my God, how is this person doing this? And that is why. That is why. So I don't know. Now I'm less amazed. After experiencing what I experienced today, I'm less amazed at people who are eating ghost peppers in front of me on live streams. I used to think like maybe they put something in their mouth to like numb the taste, which is also possible. But makes sense. Some people may just have some type of side effect from either COVID or something else. I don't know. And that's why they can't taste stuff and they can put out awesome videos shocking the world of how they can eat the spiciest things in life. I didn't try it yet, but I'm pretty sure I could stuff a ghost pepper down my throat and I wouldn't feel anything. Mario Party with real money would be awesome AF, Kaloon 187 says. Yes, honestly. I mean, sometimes, have I done this? I think I probably suggested this at one time because I'm very competitive. I'm pretty sure at one point in time in my life, I probably said to friends, we should play for money, but then I don't think we end up doing that. Yes, ghost pepper challenge. LOL. Lucy, do you think you can do ghost pepper challenge? I honestly think I could do it. I don't have a ghost pepper with me today because I just realized I don't have taste and smell. But if I did, I think I'd be totally fine. Like I could probably like drink sriracha sauce right now. Again, everything you see on my channel is not health advice. Do not practice anything that I speak of. These are all just out of my imagination, not safe for kids, not safe to do. You need to check out Elite on Netflix, Running Bear says. It's a Spanish show made in Spain and it's amazing. Ooh, more Spanish shows. I've never watched any Spanish shows except for Money Heist, and I'm so glad I did it. It's literally one of my favorite shows ever, not just Spanish. Um, I don't know what I want to watch next. I've just been like watching Vampire Diaries because I've watched so many different shows, and sometimes I just want to space out. So I space out on Vampire Diaries. Because no matter how many times I watch it, it's so long. You know when you watch a really long series, right? For like once or twice, it's really hard to remember exactly how the storyline's gonna pan out once it's like over 6, 7 seasons. I think Vampire Diaries is like over 6, 7 seasons, right? But Arcane was really, really good. It was only 8 episodes. I felt like it was actually way too short. Really, really good, extremely short. It gets more and more exciting as the episodes go by. And I think I like the art a lot too. I like the way everything is done visually. Lots of work, lots of hard work. Makes me want to definitely play League of Legends using my favorite character out of this show, which is Jinx. So, well done, Netflix. Again, another addictive piece. I couldn't really guess the ending, which I liked. I don't like shows that I could guess everything, like know everything that's about to happen. So watching this, it was kind of nice being clueless and not knowing because I've never like played the game, not knowing who's gonna survive, what people are gonna be at, like what will happen between the characters. I'm just like literally going into it like blank page. Told you you'd love it, Mega Brain says. Jinx is a magnificent character. I honestly just like the character. I think it's because I like the drawing, the artwork. So I like the look of the character. And I think character what I like the characteristics of this game character is like really interesting, or at least the background story they're providing in this show is very interesting. I guess that her name would be Jinx without knowing that it was Jinx. LOL, love to see you doing challenge in future. We'll see. It's like the day I decide to do the ghost pepper challenge and I get my taste buds back. That would suck. Pam, you just need to watch. LOL. Mr. Moore says, Mr. Moore, I'd watch. Does he slash she cry? I would. Wait, what? Watch. Wait, what? Eric the Dream Guy. Everybody should get a booster shot. Eric the Dream Guy says, Again, never health advice on my channel. I feel like people should do whatever it is that they want. I think recently with all the banning and censorship, it really annoys me. I think I'm definitely bothered by the amount of censorship out there, whether it be Twitter or YouTube. We all know now. If you don't know, let me show you under my likes on Twitter. Let me update this. Joe Rogan podcast. I'm actually just listening right before I started this live stream. I'm listening to one of the banned Joe Rogan podcasts. I've heard of I've heard that there was one. I didn't know there was two and already banned before I even checked it out, but people keep reposting it. So my friend told me that she already listened to it. So YouTube has now removed the Joe Rogan interviews of both Dr. Robert Malone as well as Dr. Peter McCullough. So again, I'm not up with the healthcare environment, so I don't even know any doctors, to be honest, in the environment other than what I always hear on the news, which is Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fauci. I don't really even hear of these names, but this person named Joe Mass says it's two of the most notable and accomplished experts in the world. I'm sure they're not making that up. You can't just make up the fact that people are real doctors. I'm watching the one right now. I've never seen the Peter McCullough one, but I think Peter McCullough is the one that Meet Kevin made a video reacting to about the Joe Rogan podcast. And I think he ended up saying that he lost like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So definitely sensitive topic. I'm watching the one by Dr. Robert Malone right now with Joe Rogan. And again, people I believe should do whatever they want to do in terms of their own bodies, right? Your body, your choice. I am I am a Like, I do believe in that. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do, and I literally can't because YouTube has its own rules. Nor even if I could and I wasn't censored, I wouldn't tell you what to do with your lives. So again, do your own research as you do for your finances and as you do for your own health. Try to make the best decision. I am definitely open to learning and finding out different perspectives. So it's always interesting for me to read on Twitter before things get banned, what people say, and then also through these videos that are just being, it's crazy because things could be censored, but then you just see people reposting stuff on YouTube constantly. I definitely learned some interesting things just from there's like a 3 hour podcast, by the way, for the Dr. Robert guy. I've only listened to like less than an hour, and there's definitely lots of information I've never heard of before. Um, Pam, you just need to watch. Mr. Moore says, I took a Tylenol today after watching your COVID video. Mr. Moore says, why would you take a Tylenol after watching my video, though? Do you even feel sick enough to take a Tylenol? I did not take a Tylenol. I've had actually like symptoms, just, well, didn't feel good for the last 27th all the way till now. Today I feel better. So I guess for the past 6 days, I've been feeling off. And only yesterday did I take one Tylenol. I took a Tylenol fever cold because under the symptoms for taking the Tylenol cold, the night one, at least on the box that I used, it said congested nose. And I still a little bit have that, but I've had that for days. So I just figure, screw it, might as well try it. I feel like it sort of worked because I feel less congested today. Um, but there is no cure last time I checked for COVID. There is um you can take Paxlovid if your doctor prescribes it to you, but again, there's no like magical cure to help with it. Definitely no magical cure to bring back my senses of taste and smell. Um, yeah, let's just hope for the best. But I will say that people I know who have been tested positive and gotten actual fevers and chills, they've taken Tylenol and it has worked for many of the people that I know. Unfortunately, I personally did not get any real fevers to take a Tylenol and see if it works. I had no runny nose, no mucus, just dry cough, Ruin Nation says. And I know people with just dry coughs and tested positive as well. You don't need to have runny nose and mucus to be positive from my experience of whom I know. Um, Dr. Achi, yeah, it's just the way I see it is I'm very upset with what I've learned about just, I mean, I'm not too shocked about what I know right now, which is that when there are clinical trials, so whenever a pharmaceutical company does clinical trials, right, and they test out medicine, vaccines, I it's not really shocking at this point because I tell you guys, I think nothing is really open source. Nothing is like your transactions on crypto and like blockchain. Nothing is just fully out there for you to see, right? So in terms of trials and clinical studies, you can Google this if you want. Go like research this if you want to. But clinical trials, and this is words by Dr. Robert Malone and Joe Rogan. Clinical trials can technically be rigged because if you bring in 1,000 people and somebody gets really sick, they could just kick out that person from the studies and it won't show on clinical trials. And I'm not really shocked by that because there is no real proper non-rigged clinical trials in my opinion unless I create a medicine and I say I'm going to do clinical trials and it's going to be legit. It's going to be 100% and I have people do it like in a setting where everybody shows like through like a live feed their faces and them taking it and then what are their reactions. I feel like there is no form truer than that. Um, and that would have to be the only thing that would be unrigged, right? Because you can't lie about like a live feed. Okay, I just took this medicine. Okay, well I just got a stomach ache, or my face just turned green right now. Like you can't lie about that. If everything's on a live feed, everything is done outright. And if I were the creator of that company or that medicine, I would also have to disclose who's going to be in my trials. Exactly 1,000 people. Okay, let's go. 1,000 people would have to, it would be shown. Everything would have to be live. I think that would be the only truly proper way to get non-rigged information. And I think it doesn't take a genius to understand that. It is what it is. But life isn't like that. And most things in our lives are not, they're not open source. They're not blockchain. They're not proven, and they don't show you fact for fact. And you can say and argue all the I want to keep my life private information, whatever. You can say all you want, but I'm pretty sure if companies really wanted to, they can conduct 100% just no lies, everything everything open source type of studies, right? Because if you can't find people, you can always you can always find people and say, okay, sign up for this trial if you're willing, only and only if you're willing to sign off the fact that you're going to have everything on a live feed. So whether you die, whether you have a crazy reaction, it will be recorded and everyone will see it. And if you're not okay with that, then don't be a part of the clinical trial. Like, it is what it is. And whatever you're paid to be on the trial, or whether it's volunteer, that should also be included. Um, there's something I forgot it was, but you can take it and get your taste back, and cancer patient take it when they are chemo and they lose their taste. Josh R says. So again, my friend has shown me like links online to a lot of people saying it's zinc and you take vitamin to try and like basically hack your taste buds back. But I don't believe in it, because if there was a way to fully hack it back, then you wouldn't hear of people saying that some people lose it permanently, right? So I'm just going to let it naturally come back to me. I'm going to try and eat as much nutritious foods, even though I don't really have an appetite. But I don't really believe that there's a way to bring it back, especially if you've supposedly permanently lost it. So, again, I could be wrong and there could be a way, and I will try it if I actually see proof of someone who I know personally that's gained it back, like let's say after 2 days because they did this hack. But then again, everybody's different. Maybe that person tried this thing that they think would help with their taste, but really they were only supposed to lose their taste for 2 to 3 days anyways. So just like too little information, too little data out there. CJ, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I know for a fact now, only today, even after having a congested nose for the last couple of days, because I just lost my sense of taste today, taste and smell. Um, sorry. The real tech geek. You want to really get down to the truth. Get yourself the book. Yeah, it's cold here, 70 degrees. You read the fine wording, the people getting the shots. Um, Dr. Liquid Mac, what? New Year's one day coming soon. I'm so excited. You mean like tomorrow in a few hours? Yes. Hope Lucy and everyone stay strong and achieve their goals in 2022. Good night, GB Love. Sorry, I was late on that one. I surely hope that we all achieve our goals in 2022. It's a little bit early. We still have time. I'm glad Nina left Vampire Diaries. She was annoying. Running Bear says, what? Nina Dobrev is like literally one of the best things about Vampire Diaries. I watch it because I love her. I think she made Vampire Diaries great. Disagree, Running Bear. Disagree. I love Nina Dobrev. I think she was great for the character. Both characters. She had to be Catherine and Elena. Um, I actually thought the show got a lot worse, no offense, because she left, but I still watched it to the end. But I definitely enjoyed the earlier seasons with her in it versus when they leave. I think that happens with like all TV shows I watch. Whenever they kill off a character I really like, I'm just like, ugh. Very rarely do I love it just as much with character changes and like a major characters leaving. Um, Money Heist wise, though, that one ended up being fine. I was pretty pissed in the beginning when a couple of my characters died, and then it was fine. It ended really, really nicely. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you, Love Doge and Sheev. Yes, guys, please, as per usual, if you enjoyed these absolutely free live streams sponsored by no one, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you like to keep them coming. Share my videos with your friends and family, and ring that notification bell. Destroy the like button. Everybody has it. Graham Stephan got it, and he said he didn't even go anywhere. So the thing about Graham Stephan, CJ, is that I watched his video, and he's been in contact with people, but he asked those people that he's been in contact with, did they get it? And they all said no, is what he said. But the thing to remember here is people could have it and just be carriers and be asymptomatic. So even though he didn't go anywhere, it's not like he didn't go anywhere and didn't meet anyone. He didn't meet people, but all those people told him that they didn't have it. But chances are there could just have been somebody who was a carrier who met him, gave it to him. But when he called them, they didn't have it because they don't know they have it, and they still aren't going to get tested because they feel totally fine. And there are people like that that I personally know of too. So I think that's probably one of the reasons for him. Catherine was the character of the decade, in my opinion, Mr. Moore. Honestly, I know you like Catherine more, and I like Elena more, but you're right. More that I watch it again, I do look at Catherine, and you kind of just feel bad, like as bad as somebody is, like a character is, but then you know how their lives were just really wrecked in the beginning. You can't help but feel sorry for those characters. So I don't know. I feel like even though I see a lot of mistakes being made by Catherine, I still feel for her. Uh, Hold on. Sorry, just trying to read some older messages. Mm. No, I'm surprised nobody wants to talk about crypto tonight. That depressing, huh? Everyone's like in my live stream here has just given up on crypto fully. I applied to McDonald's, Running Bear says. That's a vibe right there. I just need easy money to buy more Shiba. Are you for real, dude? Can't tell if you're joking. I mean, if you ever see a sign for $21, please let me know where, because I don't know anybody who's getting paid $21 at a McDonald's. Yeah, I want to get a day job too. Like I want to get a day job, like actually like early morning job. I honestly have not looked because like not in the mood when I can't taste and smell anything. But maybe when I get better, I will look into possibly getting some type of a day job where I could just be like mindless. So kind of basically be like a robot and yeah, be a robot and just chill and make money doing really just I don't know things that don't really take a lot of effort. I would like to do just I think release stress for me, honestly. People say that we should have I guess jobs replaced by robots, right? Like Elon Musk says we should have robots and his future Tesla AI robots, he said in the Lex Freeman podcast. Those robots replace jobs that human beings don't really want and wouldn't volunteer to do. Like if they weren't paid to do it, they wouldn't really do it. But honestly, I don't mind working a job and getting money just to be moving. Like, yeah, I wouldn't do it if I wasn't getting paid, but because I'm getting paid, I still want to do it, you know? Like stamping stuff or um maybe just moving around on a treadmill that powers up like electricity that exists in the future. Like I don't mind doing that stuff because people do things to work out. People do things like me. I purposely have to spend the effort in getting to 10,000 steps a day. Like I'm constantly checking my watch. I only did like 7,700 steps today. And that's me trying to move around while I edit videos and like watch YouTube and like listen to podcasts and stuff. Like I have to put effort into moving around. And I'd rather get paid while I'm moving around than not, you know? So, oh my God, how will you wake up that early? We are both nocturnal, Pamela says. I don't know, but trust me, when money is involved, I get things done. I've worked 3 jobs in the past. I think I could do it again. Honestly, it just comes down to if you really, really, well, for me personally, if I really need to get something done, I get it done. Um, Even though right now I never wake up before 12 p.m. ever again. Like I don't wake up early because I don't have a boss. Nobody forces me to. But if I had a boss or I committed myself to something, I can get up. Like if I promise my friend I have to get up at 8 a.m. for them and do something for them, I will do it. But for myself, otherwise, I wouldn't. Thank you, Tara, for the sticker, pear sticker. Mic drop. Oh man, that's cute. I started watching The Silent Sea, the real tech geek says. Not too interested in it. Dehydration, virus, and space. Oh, is it more virus talk? Can't make anything original. The real tech geek. Yeah. I really don't think shows. I mean, I don't think I've been amazed by anything recently in terms of originality. I think a lot of Americans, like a lot of Westerners, let's call it, were very mind blown by Squid Games. But as someone who's already watched Liar Game from like 2007, I believe that's when it's from, or maybe 2000, like early 2000s. Um, because I've already watched Liar Game, the Japanese show, and I've like know about Alice in Borderland. I felt like I just wasn't that amazed to the plot. I'm like, okay, it's just like another one of those shows where in the end there's somebody controlling all of this, just all money related. Um, yeah, definitely less and less originality. I know a lot of people who hate all Marvel movies because they're like, oh, it's all the same. But even though I do feel like a lot of Marvel movies are getting less and less original because it is pretty repetitive to a certain point. Like you can only, somebody fly off and get destroyed, and because they made a self-sacrifice to save everybody else, like fly off far away in space. You can only do that so many times until it gets old. Uh, but I have hopes that eventually people will come up with more original things. I hope. I hope. I want a robot to help work and get paid for me. Love Doge. And Sheep says, I don't think we're far away from that. I don't think we're far away from that. Like, I'm picturing in the future, like, people being able to purchase either a taxi robot or like robo taxi, buy it, buy the car, pay for the insurance, like rich people buy the car, pay for the insurance, have it basically be your Uber driver. And then you make a huge cut of like Ubering people around or basically having a robot taxi. I can see that happening. And then everybody's happy. Insurance companies make money. Um, EV providers make money. Win-win situation for all. And then whoever's the person servicing, so whether it be Uber, the middleman who makes money from providing that service, everybody wins. So I would picture that. Hi, you're watching. Um, Can't buy cinema because I lost access to my Bitmart account. What? How did you lose access, Guru? We love each other. Lomi. Terava says, yeah, same. I applied for a side job, Mr. Amore says, just to put more money into the market. You guys are hardcore. I think I don't even want to put any more money into the market until we just go really, really downhill. So I'm just gonna wait until things go really bad. I do have some money on the sidelines, like not a lot. But I do have some money accruing on the sidelines that I would be down to put into the market. I don't know, maybe buy like half a Bitcoin or something eventually if things go that bad. Because no matter what, no matter how bad the market ends up doing, whether it be stock or crypto, I will always believe in the big caps for both. So big caps being Bitcoin, Ethereum, for example, even Dogecoin. And then also big caps for stocks, meaning Apple, Tesla, Amazon, Google, and whatnot. I just don't see them, dying forever. Okay, maybe someone asymmetric gave it to him. Love Doge and Sheep says. Stefan and Catherine forever, Mr. War says. Stefan and Catherine? I feel like Catherine I love, but okay, yeah, she would have been happy if she ended up with Stefan. I don't know. I feel like maybe because I feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad for Damon. So I think Damon's one of my favorite characters. Wait, Mr. Amore. Just sorry, I just want to tell you that I couldn't finish after Lauren's side left. Terrace House. I tried to watch a couple episodes. I couldn't anymore. I think Lauren, I said in the beginning I liked the guitar guy, and then he left too. So I was like, okay, never mind. I thought then the surfer guy was really nice and sweet. But yeah, you're right. Lauren is the best character. So after she left, I think I just kind of got sick of it. Then I ended up watching Inferno again. I watch Inferno, the dating Korean, totally scripted reality show. It's just keeps killing me because it keeps having like little episodes here and there because it doesn't give it to you all at once. So I hate that. Thank you, Tara. Number one fan. Thanks for the sticker. Really appreciate it. Catherine was so much better than annoying Elena. Wow. Are you guys all just love like these sassy female characters. Hold on. I'm going to do a poll for anybody who's ever watched it. If you've ever watched Vampire Diaries, I'm going to put who is better, Catherine or Elena? Because for me, I still like Elena. I mean, who would win in a fight and who would I want to bring to a fight? Catherine. But I still like Elena better because Catherine's still crazy evil. And I have a feeling here everybody likes Catherine more than Elena for some reason, or at least you guys are giving me that idea. The real tech geek, I am convinced serial experiments Lane predicated the metaverse in 1998. Colin187 says. That sucks. Yeah, that's why I back up 2FA, two-factor authentication. I have everything 2FA. Codes on 2 phones. Okay, I don't have codes on 2 phones. Can't you email Bitmart and prove to them you're the owner? Maybe they give back your account. Yeah, I don't know. Let us know, Guru. I don't like I don't know anybody who's actually had their account like completely locked for like no reason whatsoever from big companies like let's say Coinbase or Gemini or whatever or Robinhood. I've never met anybody, but just on the safe side, personally for me, I like to screenshot every single account I own. Screenshot every single account I own every once in a while, and I mean I do this for YouTube and then also just for like Instagram purposes. If you want to see my screenshots or different portfolios, Instagram link down below. But I think it's also like a good way to have a safety net, right? Like if you ever need to argue about something with any of these companies, or you're missing rewards, or you're missing free stocks, or whatever the heck, you need to have proof. No better proof than either screen recording on whatever phone it is that you have or screenshots. So I don't know. Even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I've always done that. So I remember in 2020 when I bought like my first Ethereum and XRP, I screenshotted everything because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. This whole thing could be a pyramid scheme. And I'd rather, have proof of what I own before one day maybe one of these companies will be like, oh, poof, gone. You don't have an account here. I just don't trust people. So definitely, have some backup information. How's your eyeballs? Your watching says, oh, my eyeballs are totally fine. My eyes are great. I don't have any redness in the eye. I don't have light sensitivity. I'm just literally wearing this because I'm too lazy to put on makeup. And if I put on a makeup, I would have to do harsh rubbing to get it off. And doctor says don't do that for 2 weeks. So I'm just 2xing that to 4 weeks. So you'll soon see me with all my fakeness and my eyelashes mid-January. Pamela, Vampire Diaries. You should watch it. Love Jojen Sheep says. Yeah, I'm obsessed with Vampire Diaries. I have no idea who you're talking with these characters, but I'm still here listening. Oh yeah, Pamela. So you can go on Netflix and you can watch Vampire Diaries. It's quite long, but it is pretty addictive. I don't know if you've ever watched Twilight, like Twilight the movie with the vampires and stuff. I think Vampire Diaries is like even better. I think if I had to pick which one to exist in terms of vampire movie / shows, I'd rather have Vampire Diaries. It's just really good. I think it's really good storyline, like character build up too. I like it. I really Aaron? Wait, what, Tara? So okay, I want a day job, Zane. Lucy, check out Shirio. Are we talking about the Shinja, the shinobi thingy that Ken Bussy has? I'm like, I don't know, Tara. Are you, or shall I say Fung, or your name's Aaron? I feel like your identity hiding is better than mine. Pamela, right? Elena was such a crybaby. Running Bear says. Catherine, 73%. My goodness. Yeah. Again, I still like Elena, but Catherine is the person I would take to a fight. I'm old school, True Blood all the way, Josh R says. I've heard about True Blood, I've never watched it. It's also, is it also like vampires and stuff? I emailed Bitmouse report to unbind my 2FA. They are working on it, Guru says. At least Bitmart is like big. I'm glad that you are at least having problems with a company that will respond back to you. I don't know how I would deal if I got something stuck with a small company. So I'm glad that as of right now, I don't have like large portions of money in anything that doesn't have a good customer service. Although some apps obviously have better customer service than others, but I'm glad that I'm currently not involved. I don't have even more than $1,000 with any company that I find will never respond back to me. Right now, the only company I'm having issues with, and that's in terms of my rewards and stuff. You know how I say, grab your 2 free stocks with WEBULL using my referral link down in the description below. So I'm having issues with Binance US. They still are being annoying and not giving me proper answers as to why I supposedly referred them over 400 people that use my referral link to add Binance, and yet they gave me like $60. So yeah, something about that still is off, and they have yet to be able to prove to me my proper like just detail on who I referred and how much I should have gotten, because you're supposed to get it off of what they trade, and I highly doubt 400 people I referred in the last year traded like an interest of $60. Oh my god, True Blood is the best. Running Bear says Anna Paquin is so hot and such a great actress. True Blood. I don't know who Anna Paquin is. I'm just gonna search what True Blood looks like. I feel like I hope not a lot of random stuff pops up. True Blood TV show, I'm assuming. True Blood. Anna Paquin. Oh, this lady over here. Let me see. Is there like a poster or something? Images. Oh, I've seen this face, like this bloody lip thing before, but I've never actually watched it. Interesting. How many seasons? Oh, 5 seasons. That's kind of long. I don't think Netflix has it. If it has it, I'd probably be stuck watching it. GH69 Vampire Diaries for sure, Mr. Moore says. Just watch anime. Oh, right. Yes. I said I was going to watch Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, is that what it's called? Yeah. With the girl with the thing on her mouth, the green pipe thingy. My friend watches it or loves it. And then I said oh, check it out. And some of you guys, I think, saw that too. I want to watch Demon Slayer, but I also want to watch Ghost in a Shell. I want to watch Ghost in a Shell, like maybe anime, but then also the one with Scarlett Johansson, where everyone makes fun of the fact that she's not Asian and she shouldn't have played that character. I need to watch Ghost in a Shell for myself. Anna Paquin played Rogue in X-Men. Oh, okay. No wonder her face looks pretty familiar. I feel like I've seen her in other stuff too. She must have been in other things. I'm just finishing up. Pamela says original Dexter. Oh my god, isn't Dexter so good? So after that, I'll check it out. I love Showtime and Netflix. Oh, yes, original Dexter, which reminds me, I need to watch the newest Dexter. Yes, original Dexter is so good. I can't believe I watched that. I like watched that by myself late at night, and it was like I was freaking myself out for a bit. I think that kind of maybe stuck with me. That's why I'm like so self-protective and just try to protect everything in terms of people finding me. Did you watch Don't Look Up? Mega Brain says. Yes, I did a review on my live stream playlist. Don't Look Up was my favorite comedy I think in a while. Yeah. Don't Look Up is the best Leonardo DiCaprio movie I've watched in a while. And I love everything that he has, but in a while. Um, Don't Look Up was good. I forgot how much I rated it, but over 8.5 out of 10 for me. Highly recommend. Don't Look Up. I'm literally not putting in any money into crypto until the next major whale crash, Mr. Moore says. It's like bittersweet because I want to see the market crash, and then I also don't want to see the market crash. I want to see the market crash because I want to see hopefully the housing market crash with the stock market, and then with the stock market crashing, I'm hoping that the real estate market will eventually take a huge beating and I could, actually afford a home at a good price. Cause right now I think the housing at like medium is about $400,000, right? So people usually sell their homes for like $400,000 in general in the US. And that's a little bit high. So I think I'm like, torn between wanting the market to crash and also not wanting the market to crash because basically you want everything to be timed perfectly for you. You want the market to go green epically and then for you to get out and then buy puts and then the market to crash and then you take all your tendies and buy a home. That would be the best ending. Don't come back. It'll be game over ending for me ever. Ghost in the Shell is an anime classic. Kaloon187 says. Yes, and Elon Musk mentioned Princess Mononoke or something as part of like his favorite animes. So I want to watch that, even though nobody talks about the Monoku Inu thing anymore. I'm Golden Girl marathoning right now. Did anyone hear about Betty White, Mr. Moore? Everyone heard about Betty White. I think it's literally it was on the news today when I turned on the news. I see it all over Twitter. So yes, don't worry. There's never a lack, and I don't want to sound insensitive, but there's never a lack of attention given to celebrities and famous people ever when people pass away. You're not going to get the same attention when you're just not famous versus famous. So never a lack, never a lack. Speaking of day job, Mega Brain says I'm going back to work for 6 months and then getting fired so I can come back to my real job, which is watching my holdings 24 hours a day. Why are you doing that? Are you doing that because you want to get like what is it called? Unemployment payment? But if you're fired, do they still give you unemployment? Ah, you're hilarious. Jonah Hill has been killing that dry humor since Superbad and accepted. Oh my god, yes. Jonah Hill was good. It was really, really good. In that part with Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, it was hilarious. Need fiat. Gotcha, gotcha. So we're just gonna get a bunch of people getting back into the workforce and then jumping right back out 6 months later. Yes, they deny you if you quit, Mega Brain says. Ah, okay, gotcha. So you're just gonna really piss off your boss. Do you have a game plan on how to quit your job? I mean, my bad, how to get fired? I saw on, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, he was talking about Google searches, and then one of the most Google search thing, and again, don't quote me on this is from Jimmy Kimmel, so he could be joking, and I'd just be taking it seriously, but I actually believe it. He says that one of the most Google things during the pandemic was how to get out of work, how to get out of work, and how to stay at home even after you're forced to go back to work. So I'm like really not surprised that people are googling these things. And I don't know like anyone that actually got out like of going back to work if they're forced to by saying some type of excuse, but I'm thinking there has to be a lot of excuses, right? Like, I can't, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized from having gotten it. I don't know. Or maybe you actually do live with the elderly and people who are highly at risk, you know, due to what we hear from the news. And then you say, I can't do it because the people around me are highly at risk. I don't know. I feel like these are all excuses. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure people have been using this left and right since people have gotten back to work. I'm planning a trip to Disney, Running Bear says, land for my birthday this year. Oh, that's awesome. I'm old, but don't want to regret never going. I'll be. I'm. Wait, you've never gone to Disneyland? I'm so happy for you. You buy Disney stocks, yet you've never been to Disneyland. Holy cow. Yes, you should go and see if those stocks are worth it. I do not, again, not financial advice, but I recommend people knowing what they're getting themselves into. Like you shouldn't buy a stock if you don't know underlying. But then again, technically, Disneyland isn't just about the amusement parks. You could be buying up Disney because you think their streaming service is going to make a ton of money, but I don't know the statistics. I'm just going to assume their tickets to Disney make them a lot more than their streaming. Mm, and all the merch and all that stuff that gets sold from people that go to Disneyland. I am nice. Congratulations. You still have a long time. Still have a long time before you turn 30. Honestly, age is just a number. I don't care. You guys don't know how old I am, but I'm pretty old. I'll just say 42, 420. Yeah, there's no shame in going to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland and Disney World. I've been to both, but I haven't gone in a while, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it all the way till I have dentures in my mouth and I'm on wheels. Like, I will go to Disney till the end of my life. I don't care. They can't kick you out. They can't kick you out for being old. So that's a good thing. Then I want to know how some people get it because they definitely got fired, just Gestacio says. My water is right here. Thank you. You're watching for reminding me. Uh, Tara says, thanks, Lucy, for telling you what, that I am going to go to Disney till the end of time. 420. Yeah, I know. I know. Age is just a number, guys. It's more about here. I mean, I think it's more about just like what you can do, because there's definitely people who are much older and people who are younger, but different capabilities in their bodies. Like, I actually feel like the me right now, due to my own choices in life, eating better, working out more, walking more every day, 10,000 steps, is better than the me when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, I was drinking Coca-Cola in liters, and I was not walking more than 1,500 steps a day. I never work out. I just ate garbage. Honestly, in terms of age in that sense, I think you're just better off just doing more. Of course, I'm pretty sure if I'm like way, like just gray hair and I have wrinkles all over my face and my bones are crisp, and maybe no matter what I do, I won't be as healthy and energetic as I was when I was like, a teenager or whatever, a 13-year-old kid. But from like the mid of your life compared to teenage years, I've seen it myself and I can experience it myself, that you could be in the mid of your life. So like literally middle aged, and probably be really, really much healthier than somebody who's like, I don't know, 10 years old. You can take them. I could take the me that was 13 or 16. Run faster, do everything better. Yeah, I need to lay off the Coca-Cola and still look like a supermodel. Mega Brain says. Oh no, and I was super chubby, super fat and chubby. Most of my teenage years. I don't like looking back at old videos and pictures of myself. And just massive cringe to my old self. I'll go after they arrest all the traffickers they've been uncovering there. Wait, what? Then I want to know, Lucy, where's your water? Sorry. I stopped liking Jimmy Kimmel when he went on his and practically said the unvaccinated should fly. What? Josh R? Oh, I don't know. I haven't been watching like full episodes. I just see it pop up on like short videos of a lot of talk shows. I don't have time to watch like full talk shows. But I think at this point it's safe to say everyone has probably said something that offended somebody at one point in time. Again, it's just kind of how life is now. Yeah, Lawrence, I carry the show into a massive ratings. Now she's not only the international designer, but an actress now, Mr. Moore says. Well deserved, well deserved. Hold on, checking. What? Lost my phone. New Google TFSA. I love old anime, 80s to the early 2000s. Check out Serial Lane Experiment. Real Tech Geek says. Ooh, I don't know if I watched 80s anime. Maybe the oldest anime, I don't know if it's from the 80s, or maybe it's older than that, is called Fushigi Yugi. And I think that's the oldest one. That's so old. that it was first, I think, made into like a book maybe before the 80s, and then in the 80s or 90s they made it into an anime. But I think you can find it on YouTube. But yeah, old animes are definitely good too. Thank you, Tara, for the bear sticker. 65% of the people still like Catherine in here. But I feel like most people that never even watch Vampire Diaries, so you guys are like, what is she talking about? Um, Wicked City. Need to lay -3 degrees here, Pamela says. Ooh, okay. It's not as cold where I'm at. Um, but obviously, as you can see, I'm not like covering myself in hoodies and thick jackets anymore like I was days before. Definitely at least not getting like hot and cold flashes anymore. So I guess that phase of my now what I know is COVID stage is over. So I had like since the 27th, well, actually, probably prior to that, it has been just pretty cold where I'm at, but no more intense coldness anymore. Fushigi Yugi is a classic, Tenchi G says. Yeah, honestly, I think I like Fushigi Yugi as one of my favorite animes. And then like the idea behind it, the the storyline, the plot is just like pretty nice. The whole concept of like going not only back in time but into a book, and then I think a lot of the later on concepts are just like copycat versions of kind of that. Are you going to watch the new Harry Potter movie? Wait, is there? I don't get it. I saw Running Bear on all these different promos about like the Harry Potter characters, the people in the original Harry Potter series going into the wizarding world again, and then they're like hanging out and then talking. I don't know, it's like interviews, but is it in a movie? I don't think it's a movie, right? I thought they were just like meeting. It's like a reunion and then they're just having like conversations. Isn't that what it is? Or is it actually a movie? I don't get it. Lucy sounds like menopause, hot and cold. So Pamela, I've not experienced that yet, but if I experience menopause, you bet I will put it on my health and fitness playlist on my main channel, Living with Lucy. So I just feel like I'm documenting my entire life on the internet, but that's cool. That's fine. It's kind of like my dear diary. I have always documented my life prior to doing YouTube anyways. I just kind of like write down stuff that's going on. So I guess this is a better way for me to categorize things under playlists. So if I ever need to know what kind of illnesses I had in the past, I just have to go on YouTube and figure it out. Or is it Harry Potter reunion? I think it's a Harry Potter reunion. I don't think they're making another movie after like what 20 years since the first one. But it's been like 20 years. I think that's why they're doing a reunion. And they probably like decorated everything or just maybe went back into a similar looking studio because that's why it tricks you into thinking they're doing a movie after 20 years. Um, but yeah, I don't, that would be bigger news if it was actually a movie. I would watch it, but I think it's just a reunion. I read somewhere it was Emma Watson, right? It's Hermione. Emma Watson, Hermione's character, the actress, she was saying how she had a big crush on what's his name? What's his name? The blonde one. I forgot his name. I forgot his real name and I can't even remember his name. Oh my god, I know this. A B C D. Can't remember it. Oh my gosh. It's making me annoyed that I can't remember his name. The blonde guy? What's his name? The bad one. Malfoy. Yes, thank you. Love Doge and Sheep. She had a crush on Malfoy, like that character, because apparently they were doing a like a little session for the actors and stuff like that, and I think they were asked to draw out what God looks like. I don't know why that has anything to do with Harry Potter, but apparently that was one of the things that they had to do, like an exercise, like maybe an actress exercise or whatever. And then because she saw that Malfoy drew a girl with a backwards cap on a skateboard, which sounds like he was probably just drawing Avril Lavigne. I don't know, but she said that that made her like fall for him. So I don't know if it was like a real like love crush or whatever. I thought that was cute because I loved Malfoy. I didn't know he drew that or whatever. But when I was young, like I remember the first Harry Potter movie I've ever watched right? The first one, Malfoy was my favorite. I just thought he was cute. I'm like, I like him better than Harry Potter. But then I started to dislike him as time went by. But in the beginning, I liked Malfoy too. He was my favorite. Mm, watch Dexter, New Blood, great TV series. Yes, that's on my list. I still have Only Murders in the Building with Selena Gomez. That one I didn't watch yet. And then yes, Dexter, New Blood. But I think what was the one that I wanted to watch? I'm just watching whatever's available to me on Netflix. That's the only one that I have right now. So in terms of Netflix, okay, watch Arcane. Great, love it. Excited for the future ones. Still watching like the Korean dating show called Inferno, reality show, but it's like totally scripted, but I like it. Um, and then what else did I say? I promised I was gonna watch on Netflix today. Let me think. Did I already forget what I was gonna watch? Yeah, I forgot. I think I said I was gonna watch something. I totally forgot. Sorry. Just really can't remember. There's a new Harry Potter movie, or is it Harry Potter Reunion? Yes, Harry Potter Reunion. I've only seen the last Harry Potter movie, so I don't really know what goes on in Harry Potter world. Oh my god, that's tragic. You're supposed to watch all of them together. Brain fart. I get brain farts every single day. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing though, because Elon Musk, I think it was an Elon Musk interview. He was saying how our brain constantly works hard to forget stuff because we take in so much information that it's good for our brain to work on forgetting things so then we can take in more other information. But I feel like my brain works too hard on forgetting things than remembering stuff. I try watching Bring It On Ghost. It's funny Korean show. Oh, never heard of that one. Interesting. Um, oh my god, this is really bothering me. I swear I said I'm gonna watch something on Netflix. It wasn't a movie. It's a TV show. It's not Witcher. I think it's a reality one that I said I was gonna watch. Literally just said it earlier. But we've mentioned so many TV shows now. That is bothering me. It's not Vampire Diaries. I feel like it's not like a funny show. IP Man is a good movie, NH says. I think I've seen that. But I think there's more than one of those. I'm also watching Sex and the City. Sorry, it's not called Sex and the City anymore. It's called And Just Like That. That's another one. Okay, I'll figure out which one I was gonna start watching, and I'll let you guys know. Oh yes, I said Demon Slayer. Yes. Okay, time to go before I lose more train of thought. So thank you guys for being a part of this live stream. Again, if you haven't already, please destroy the like button. If you enjoy these videos and you want to keep them coming, please make sure you are subscribed. Hit the like button all the time and ring that notification bell so you know whenever I put out new videos. Also consider sharing my videos with your friends and family. Bye, I love Doge and Sheev. Pamela, I'm gonna go and watch Demon Slayer. Yes, anime. That's the one I wanted to check out because I've always said I was gonna watch it. What better time to start now as I can't taste anything. At least I'm losing weight. Here's the bright side. I can't smell anything good, but I also can't smell anything bad. So I can't smell farts. And then also I eat less things. So I'm basically on a diet. So hopefully I could lose like the 20 pounds that I want to lose. But we'll see if that actually happens. I'm watching the movie District Arch now. Oh, I've never seen that. I also want to watch Attack of the Titans. Because I know a lot of people who say it's amazing. But I'll guess I'll start off with Demon Slayer first. And then I'll probably watch some reality stuff because I can't watch anime nonstop. Like, I don't know, can't watch anime like back and forth for like 3 months in a row. So, and then I'll watch some real life stuff, maybe some documentaries, and then I'll go back to like watch Attack on the Titans or Attack of the Titans. I don't know. That one with the huge people. That's the one I'm going to watch. All right, night, guys. You Catherine loving peeps. Bye.